everybody. So, yeah, here's what happened. I went to my other local record shop, which is a much smaller shop, and there was no line whatsoever outside. He opened like 10 minutes earlier than he was going to open. We all walked in. I was about the fifth person in line. He only had about 2 boxes of Record Store Day releases. So these 2 guys who were first in line, and excuse my phrasing here, these guys looked like they were 2 clones of the Simpsons comic book guy. I'll say no more. They were just piling records under their arms, like grabbing whatever they could grab, grabbing multiples of things too. The record store owner is this like super mellow, laid back kind of hippie guy who there were no rules. He didn't say like you can only, have 1 per item or whatever. So these guys were just taking full advantage. People in the line were literally booing them and hissing at them. And I think the one guy did make some response, said like, "I waited an hour." Well, sir, we all wait a little bit, for our records. And anyway, after they were done, then got to move up, and so those 2 guys, and then there was 2 more guys in front of me. Then I got to go up, and there was one guy behind me who I could tell was like kind of high strung, and when I was looking through one of the bins, I didn't find anything I wanted, so I moved over to the next bin, and he was at the next bin to my right. I was looking through. All I wanted was the Beatle Strawberry Fields 45. I found the last one, okay, in this like stack of records. I found the last one. When you're like sifting through the records, I sifted through. I saw it, and it's obviously smaller than the actual LPs. I had my hand on it. The guy to my right reaches over and grabs it from me right in front of me, and I looked at him, and I said, "Oh, I was gonna buy that." He said, "I've been waiting here for over 25 minutes. This is the one I came for." The guy to his right said, "Hey man, whoa, that's not cool. Like, he was in front of you. He was in front of you, and he was at the bin that was in. You got to wait your turn for that bin." The guy's like, "Oh, I grabbed it fair and square." I was like, whatever, dude. It's cool. I let it go because here's the thing. Record Store Day, to me, it's about fun. The fun of collecting records and like getting people excited about records again. And yeah, there's the people out there who are going to ruin it for everybody else, but I'm not going to let them ruin it for me. So I just let them have it. I said, okay, no problem. Although I did say, that's okay, I have the original, because I do, folks. And I just kind of felt like, if you're going to make a big stink about this, then I'm going to let you have it because it's not worth my time. And there were also little kids in line who were like maybe 4 or 5 people behind me. And I'm not going to make a scene in front of these little kids. They're like 10 years old who are just starting to collect records, or maybe they're just with their dads or whatever, or moms. And I'm not going to make a scene in front of them. I'm not going to show them how the bad side of record collecting, because there really is only a small percentage of bad guys when it comes to record collecting. Anyway, so my experience was kind of not so great with Record Store Day, but honestly, there was nothing I was like freaking out over that I really just absolutely needed to have. And I will say, to paint a good spin on this, like I said in my other video, Record Store Day is fantastic because, especially today, there were so many people I went to 3 record stores. I only went into one of them, but I drove by 3 of them. All 3 had tons of people there. And the one record store I went to this morning, like I said, the line was double wrapped around the building. That had to be at least 150 people, I'm guessing. Maybe less, but at least 100 people. And really, that's amazing. That's fantastic. And there was people of all ages. I saw teenagers. I saw older, like people in their 60s and 70s, people in their 40s. I mean, everyone there. Guys, girls. It's fantastic. And they're all there just for records, which is really, really cool. Same thing at the smaller record store that I actually went into. There were probably like 30 of us inside that record store, and we were all waiting in line to check out the record store day releases. And again, there were little kids, there were older guys, there were some ladies in there. It's really cool to see all the people in there who just were there for records and for music, and that's really cool. And yeah, there were two guys who were spoiling it for everybody else, who, although, you know, they didn't even spoil it for everybody else. I think everyone kind of just looked at them like, wow, that sucks. That's not the way to be. And you know, yeah, they're probably gonna go home with their fistful of Record Store Day stuff, and they're gonna just list them on eBay for astronomical prices that people like us will pay because we're true collectors and we actually want that stuff, and we'll treasure it and we'll actually listen to it. And that's okay. Whatever, you know? It's all part of collecting. So anyway, I came up empty-handed 2017 Record Store Day, but that's okay. And I think what I'm going to do is, though, I think later tonight or later today, I'm going to go back to the big record store I went to this morning with the line wrapped around twice and just see what they have. Maybe they still have some stuff. I doubt they'll have the Beatles 45. I'm sure that went really quickly, as it did at the other record store. But they might have the Dennis Wilson Bamboo collection that I really want. And they'll probably also have the Elton John live album, because I don't think a lot of people are pining over those two releases. Anyway, that's it for now, and I hope all of you have had a fantastic Record Store Day, and I hope you've had better luck, and I would love to see or read in the comments some of your experiences with Record Store Day. So that's it for now, and talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.